Anthony Meatball, who will be the coach if Garrett gets fired and has a bad season? Your guess is as good as mine. The Sean Payton rumors, they're not going to die. Lincoln Riley, I think, makes some sense. The Cowboys have a good relationship there. And then any other number of coaches, look, Dallas and Jerry Jones, if they fire Garrett, Jerry's going to want to win now. He's going to go big for a coach. V. Killitz back again. Is there any free agent safety the Cowboys can still sign? There are several out there. Jaleel Adai did just sign yesterday, if I'm remembering correctly. Trey Boston's still out there. Eric Berry's still out there. I'd love to see Trey Boston on the Cowboys. Adam, do you think this is the year that Dak Prescott throws for 4,000 yards? I don't know. Look, if you want to include the rushing numbers, Dak hit it last year. He had 300 on the ground and had 380-something through the air. So I think that it's certainly possible for Dak Prescott. I want to see what the offense looks like. Do they let Dak throw it more on first and second down? If that's the case, why not? All right, Reyes, who I don't think subscribes, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report, asking about Travis Frederick. I don't think he's done. I think he's going to be back. I really think that that's the case right now for the Cowboys. They are acting like Frederick will be back. I think the Connor McGovern pick was not about Frederick or about center, but it was about long-term at left guard if Sewell kicks out to right tackle. So, no, I don't think Frederick is done. Frankly, I'd be very surprised if he never played again in the NFL. Andrew Garcia, does Romo stop? No. No, stop it. Next question. I'm not answering this anymore. Guys, no, he's not coming back. It's just not happening. Glover Brothers 33. Is DeMarcus Lawrence still playing on our team? Yes, he is. Make sure you're subscribed. He signed a multi-year extension. Tank is not going anywhere soon. He is going to continue to be a focal point of the Cowboys' defense and their entire team. Andy, longtime watcher. Will Kellen Moore implement an RPO-based offense? Let's hope. Dak Prescott is a great fit for the RPO. It makes it easier on your quarterback. Run the same with Amari Cooper, RPO-based offense there. I think it makes a lot of sense. Use more play action, use more jet motion. Let's hope. I'm excited to see what Kellen Moore has. Hopefully, it doesn't have too much influence from Jason Garrett. From Shankopotamus, do you think the Cowboys would be interested in Mike Leach for head coach? No, I don't think they would be. I don't think any NFL team wants Mike Leach. I really don't think that they do. All right, from Glover Brothers 33 or 333, my bad, my dude. How many touchdowns will Zeke get this year? As a Zeke Elliott fantasy owner in Dynasty, 16. As a Cowboys Report host, let's just hope more for like 10. That might be a little bit more realistic. But if the red zone offense isn't god-awful, maybe it's more like 13. I think that makes a lot of sense there. Aron Ray, do you think it was a mistake not getting a number 2 for... No. Who's going to be the quarterback if you trade Dak Prescott for a second rounder? Like, Dak is your best bet to win games right now, guys. I know not all of you like him, and I can understand that. Dak's your best bet. Plain and simple. Use him and win games with him. Like, the Cowboys have won the NFC East twice. It's weird to me that so many people want to replace their quarterback in this case. Like, that's just kind of weird to me. All right, live Q&A again here, folks, from Devin Frost. What would you trade with the Raiders for Karl Joseph? LC, a draft pick. I think you've got options there. Like, maybe you trade Landon Collins and get a pick back. Like, I think LC's value is here and Joseph's is here. So I have a tough time with getting a feel for what both those players' values are. But a starting caliber offensive lineman, just in general, get rid of caliber there. I think it's pretty valuable in today's NFL where there is no offensive line play. I mean, maybe you call the Dolphins and say, hey, what do you want so you're not starting out a bunch of nobodies at right tackle there. Devin Frost, Tom and Brett should switch places for an episode. Maybe you guys will get your wish. Maybe you will. I got a honeymoon coming up. People are talking. Maybe you'll get your wish. All right, V Killits for the win. Will Kellen Moore actually use Zeke in the red zone unlike Linehan? Let's all hope. I mean, look, if you're Kellen Moore, keep it simple at some level. You can be creative too. I like creativity, but creativity at the right times is important. not in the red zone and trying to run creative plays here. Just give the ball to Zeke. You've got a great offensive line. Yeah, everyone knows it's coming. You should be able to pick up yards there. Just run it north and south. Run behind your best players and by the way, if you're going to run it, don't load the box. Like, I want to see the Cowboys. They haven't run this play in years, by the way. What happened to the Cowboys draw? Like, Tony Romo and DeMarco Murray ran that play all the time, and it worked wonders. Why isn't that play back in the playbook? Spread them out wide, run the football up the middle. It's a lot easier than going with 13 personnel, 3 tight ends, and trying to go north and south right at Sue and Aaron Donald. From Lewis Neals, would Kaepernick be a good backup? Colin Kaepernick hasn't played in the NFL in several years, so at this point, I don't think so. I think he would have been back when he was playing, but I think, unfortunately, it's just the timing is not right anymore. Do you think Witten is back because, I think he means will, make the Super Bowl? A, Witten was bad on ESPN. Let's not kid ourselves. He did not do a good job, and he knows that. And he missed football, too. And I think, in reality, Witten would like to be a coach down the road. I think this sets him up sets him up better to be a coach down the road. So, yes, he wants to win games. He knows the Cowboys are close. But if Jason Witten was as good as Tony Romo was on CBS, he wouldn't be back with the Cowboys. ETCH Family Guy, if Dak goes down, is Kellen Moore dropping his coach cap and putting on pads? It's funny. I'll give an actually serious answer here. No, he can't. He's not on the 53-man roster. Also, Kellen Moore isn't that good, but I appreciate that. Calvin Jefferson, will T. Hill, he means Tristan Hill, make us forget about David Irving? Let's hope. I mean, probably not in year one, because we know how good David Irving was a year ago when he had 8 sacks. I don't think Hill's going to get that number. I'm not going to put that expectation on Tristan Hill, but I do think he'll be a pretty good player for the Dallas Cowboys. So in a couple of years, yes, we will not be pining after David Irving and all of his off-the-field issues. From Reyes, do you think if Garrett and Moore don't do well, they will be gone? Probably. Like Jason Garrett's in the last year of his deal. I know the Cowboys like Kellen Moore, but I don't think the Cowboys are so short-sighted that if they fire Garrett, that they're going to say, hey, Sean Payton, Lincoln Riley, whoever we end up hiring, Chris Richard, you got to keep Kellen Moore as your OC. I don't think they'll be that foolish there. Gabriel Rodriguez, this is a good one. How many yards will Randall Cobb get and how many touchdowns? For reference, Cole Beasley had 65 catches for 672 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I'll put Randall Cobb, given his injury history, I'll put the over-under at 50 catches for 500 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's my over-under on Randall Cobb. Totally off the top of my head there. I don't have a great feel for how many it'll actually be, but I kind of think that's about the right range for Cobb, given his injury problems. I'll also pull up quickly here his stats over the past couple years, just as another reference point here. Last year, 38 catches for 383 and 2 scores, 66 for 653 and 4 touchdowns, 60 for 610 and 4. So I'm going to go with 50 for 503. That kind of feels about right to me, and we'll see how he ends up doing down the stretch there for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, today's show brought to you guys by WagerTalk.com. Expert picks and handicapping here. Get your free daily pick package at WagerTalk.com/chatsports. That's the only way to do it. Free picks. They will give to you free expert advice there. Well, you know about you guys sign up with BetDSI. Make some extra money via WagerTalk. That's WagerTalk.com/chatsports. That is a free daily pick package. WagerTalk.com/chatsports. All right, from Calvin Jefferson, if Randy Gregory can't go, who produces those 6 sacks? Robert Quinn. Maybe Taco Charlton chips in some. Maybe Joe Jackson, Dorrance Armstrong, and Jalen Jelks do too. But Robert Quinn is the most likely answer there for the Cowboys. Samuel Russell, did we do enough in the offseason to be Super Bowl contenders? I'm going to go with yeah. I don't think the Cowboys did everything that they could. In fact, I know they didn't do everything that they could. They were a little bit more conservative. I think maybe they should have been. But, yes, I think the Cowboys have done enough to be considered contenders, or at least that's the expectation that you and I all have, because that should be what the Cowboys' goal is this year. If it's not, it is going to be a little bit of a disappointment. Anthony Smith, I like this one. This is a good one here, Anthony. More time on the field, Tavon Austin or Tony Pollard? If they're all healthy for 16 games, I might lean a little bit more towards Tavon, but given what the Cowboys just invested in Pollard, and given Austin's injury history, I'm still going to go with Tony Pollard. I'm going to go with Pollard. He gets the most snaps, including special teams this year for the Dallas Cowboys. Back on Facebook Live once again, my main man Mario. Was it the smart move going defensive line in the second round, considering they hurt us against Saints? I think he means Rams in particular there. I wanted safety, but I like Hill a lot, but he's not great against the run. I mean, look, Tristan Hill is not your Vita Vea, Dexter Lawrence, Antoine Woods run stuffer. He's a 3 technique. So I don't know if I really buy the argument. The Rams ran all over us. We need a defensive tackle. Hill's going to be more of a disruptor, not necessarily a true run stopper, and I think he'll be fine in that role. I would have gone safety in the end. And if you want to point to the Rams game, I mean, Jeff Heath missed a pretty bad tackle down the stretch. So I'll just throw it out there as an option. I don't know if there's a wrong answer, but yeah, I would have preferred safety too. Richard Hoveland, hopefully I got your last name right. With so many players on one-year deals, do you think it's a make or break season for the Cowboys? It absolutely is. That is what the Cowboys have set up their roster to be. If it doesn't work, they haven't committed to a lot of different players in one area. And most importantly, for Jason Garrett. Last year of his contract, it is indeed a make or break season. Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.